All right, deep divers, welcome back. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment down below because this one is going to be wild. It is the final week of the 2024 election, and things are getting seriously intense today. We're taking a deep dive into Donald Trump's recent rally at Madison Square Garden, specifically how this one event might have just blown up his entire campaign. We've got a fascinating article calling this rally political suicide for Trump, and we're here to break down exactly why.
You know what makes this rally so significant is that it goes way beyond your typical campaign stop. The author of this article actually compares it to the 1939 German-American Bund rally, which was also held at MSG. Now, this was a pro-Nazi rally right here in America, and the comparison immediately raises some serious questions.
Okay, so let's talk about what actually went down at this rally.
Yeah.
The article pulls out some quotes that are downright disturbing, particularly when it comes to racial undertones.
Yeah.
One speaker, Tony Hinchcliffe, actually referred to Puerto Rico as a floating island of garbage.
Right, and the potential impact of a statement like that is huge. Think about the large Puerto Rican population in New York and other key voting areas. Not to mention, Vice President Kamala Harris happened to announce a major plan for Puerto Rico on the same day as the rally. Talk about contrast.
Yeah, talk about bad timing. And the outrageous comments didn't stop there. Rudy Giuliani accused Democrats of trying to kill Trump. Another speaker actually called Kamala Harris the devil. And then there's Stephen Miller with his America for Americans Only declaration. It's like a greatest hits compilation of inflammatory rhetoric all crammed into one rally.
Well, this type of language is incredibly dangerous, especially when you consider the historical context we're talking about. We have to ask ourselves, is this just empty rhetoric designed to fire up his base? Or is there a real threat behind these words?
And of course, no Trump rally would be complete without a healthy dose of celebrity appearances. This time around, we saw Elon Musk and Hulk Hogan gracing the stage.
These appearances might seem purely for entertainment value at first glance. But think about it. There are recent allegations swirling around Elon Musk's immigration status, which directly ties into Trump's hardline stance on immigration. It makes you wonder about the motivations behind these seemingly strange pairings.
So we've got shocking rhetoric, celebrity cameos, and a whole lot of questions about what this all means for the election. The article really focuses on Trump's constant attacks on the media migrants and anyone who disagrees with him. This enemies of the people rhetoric is chilling, especially when you consider
his past actions and stated plans. This is where things start to get really concerning.
We'll dig into those actions and plans in just a minute. But first, we need to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more of the deep dive.
The article points out that this wasn't a rally aimed at swaying undecided voters.
Yeah, it seems like it was all about rallying his base, even if it means alienating everyone else.
Exactly. The author calls it pure base pandering, and they argue that this strategy could backfire spectacularly.
So if this rally was such a miscalculation, what does that tell us about the state of American politics today?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It highlights the extreme polarization and dangerous rhetoric that have become all too common in our political discourse.
This rally wasn't just a political event. It was a reflection of those deep divisions and the normalization of hate speech. The author makes a really interesting point about the historical parallels here. That comparison to the 1939 Nazi rally at MSG is not something to be taken lightly.
Absolutely. It forces us to confront some uncomfortable truths about the direction of our political discourse and the potential consequences of ignoring these warning signs.
We can't just brush this off as another Trump spectacle. This is about the broader trends in our society that allow this kind of rhetoric to flourish.
Right. This rally, as disturbing as it was, can be seen as a symptom of a much larger problem. It's a reflection of the deep divisions, the erosion of trust in institutions, and the rise of extremism that we're seeing not just in America, but globally.
So where do we go from here? The article ends on a cautiously optimistic note, suggesting that this might be the wake-up call America needs to finally reject this kind of divisive politics.
I think that's a crucial takeaway here. This rally should serve as a stark reminder of what's at stake. We need to be vigilant in defending our democratic values and institutions, and we need to engage in thoughtful, respectful dialogue, even with those we disagree with.
Well said. We can't just sit back and hope things will magically get better. We all have a role to play in shaping the future of our democracy.
This isn't just a spectator sport. We're all participants in this grand experiment we call democracy, and it's up to each of us to ensure its success.
All right, deep divers, we've unpacked a lot today. Shocking rhetoric, celebrity cameos, historical parallels. This rally was a whirlwind of intense moments and serious implications.
But what stands out to you? Was this rally a turning point in the election? A sign of deeper problems within our society? Or just another day in the chaotic world of American politics?
We want to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the news and events shaping our world.
Stay curious, stay engaged, and stay informed, deep divers.
It's wild to think that this entire rally might have been just a massive miscalculation on Trump's part.
Yeah.
The article argues that instead of broadening his appeal, he doubled down on the divisive rhetoric that's alienated so many voters in the past.
Yeah, it's a fascinating paradox. By trying to energize his base, Trump might have actually energized his opponents even more, and that could have a significant impact on the election results.
Yeah, the article points out that this rally was a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked rhetoric and the fragility of our democratic institutions. It's a wake-up call for all of us.
Absolutely. This isn't just about one election or one candidate. It's about the kind of society we want to live in and the future we're building for ourselves and future generations. We need to be actively engaged in shaping that future, and that starts with critical thinking, open dialogue, and a commitment to truth and justice.
We can't afford to be complacent or passive observers. We have a responsibility to hold our leaders accountable, to challenge harmful rhetoric, and to stand up for the values that make our democracy strong.
It's a call to action for all of us. We need to be informed, engaged citizens who are willing to participate in the democratic process. That means staying informed about the issues, engaging in respectful dialogue with people who hold different viewpoints, and voting in every election.
Well said. We hope this deep dive has given you some serious food for thought. Remember, stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay curious.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment sharing your thoughts on what you've heard today. Your voice matters.